Hello everybody, I found this cool image slider made with CSS animation, and in this video I want to show you how to implement it in React Native with React Native Reanimated library. Basically, I was inspired by William Candillon and his video series Can It Be Done in React Native. If you still don't familiar with his channel, I really suggest you to take a look. I prepared a code template, so here we have title on top of all slides. Here's our title and render slides, which put each slides on top of each other because position absolute. Then we have image. On top of image we have image pattern which cover each image. It look like this, and if we comment we will see that image is have white background and look like this. So originally we have this image pattern. I added in our template as well, and here title of each slide. Let's start to add animation here. I think we comment text for now, and we will need some state and memo. Let's create state index. It will be our current slide index. Use state and start with index 0. Then let's use opacities. We will use it to show and hide our images. Use memo, and here I want to return opacities, and opacities let's import animated from reanimated and extract value from animated, and I want to have separate opacity for each slide, so I going to take slides array and map it and create animated value for each slide. Also we need a clock for timing animation. It's new clock and return clock. Also we need add dependency to the memo, and I think we're ready to go. Use code. There is a hook where we can run our reanimated code. We need return block, so block, and I want to invoke this hook each time index is changed. I want to run time animation, so let's take a look. So basically here's reanimated library documentation, and we need to go to the docs version 1, declarative animation, just copy following function, run timing, I will use here clock, opacities, index, and the callback as well. And we will run timing with our clock, opacities, index, and callback. On the callback, I want to switch index to the next. So let's call next, set index, current index plus 1, and will be divided by slides length. Sorry, length. And let's put it as a callback here. Okay. So here's condition. Maybe let's explore our web animation first. So here's the image, and we see keyframes here. Whole animations is 36 seconds, but as I can see, everything done in 25%, so I would say our animation will 8 seconds long. So I put duration here 8, and value I put 8 as well, so each second our value will increase linear. Okay, we need import easy in here. So yeah, each second it will increase value by 1. We need to import some functions. Set start clock, clock running, okay, timing, condition, start clock, maybe enough for now, and we want to start with opacity. So we start with 0 opacity, and then after 8%, so I would say it's like 3 seconds, it will appear with opacity 1. So if clock running, let's do nothing. if clock not running, start the clock. Maybe we can put timing here. If clock running, use timing, and here condition if our timing animation finished. We want to block stop our clock and call, import call our callback here. So basically what's happened, when our animation will finish, like after 8 seconds, we will call our callback next function, which will change index, and then our use code hook will run and run timing function again with new state, fresh config, etc. Okay, if our state not finished, let's change our opacity. Opacity of our current index. So set opacity is index, and value will be, I think I would like to interpolate it. So I will need interpolate function and extrapolate. So I want to interpolate state position and input range will be from 0 to 3. Basically each second it will be changed by 1, so from 0 second to 3rd second we want output range from 0 opacity to 1 value. And now we can apply this opacity to animated view. Include style, and style will be opacity and animated value of current slide. Also we need it for our pattern image, should be also animated view. And let's take a look what we have. Okay, cool. We have our animation duration 8 seconds, and first 3 seconds new slide appear. Also we want hide previous slide, so let's add previous index here. If index more than 0, use index -1, and in case index 0, let's use opacities length -1, and let's interpolate previous slider from 1 to 0 first 3 seconds, and we see how current slide appear and previous disappearing. Cool. Next, we see there is some scale transform. First 3 seconds is 0, it's 1.05, and then 1.1. Let's add the scale on our side. For this, I want to create scales values, same as opacities. And also I see here rotation. Let's add it as well. Rotates. Put scales and rotates to our function. Scales and rotates. And for scales we want from 1 to 105, and next 3 seconds (1.1). Also we want extrapolate clamp, which stop to growing this value for 7 and 8 values. It stop increasing output values after 6. And for rotate we want from 3rd second to 6, and rotation from 0, here we have 3 degrees. Let's add const rotate degree, which will be mass pi. Pi is 180 degrees, so we need to divide it to the 60. So we want to rotate from 0 to rotate degree. Okay, let's apply it in our styles. Transform, scale will be scales for current slider, and rotates. Let's take a look. Okay, now we see it scaling and then scaling and rotating. Cool. And next, let's apply animation values to the text. Slide titles should be animated view. Let's start with opacity as well. Title opacities and maybe translations. Translations and title opacity. We'll just put it to our function. Duplicate. Title opacities. Let's say we want from 0 second to 2 second. It will appear, and then from 6 to 7 we want to hide our text, and for translations we want slide it from right, let's say minus, not minus, just 200 to initial position, and then slide left with minus 400. And we need to apply these values. Opacity, title opacity for current index, and transform, translate x with translation value. Let's take a look. Yeah, we can see it nicely slides from right to left with change of opacity and then slide out. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching. Hope you to see in the new videos.